Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today is a first for me as we have a Doxa. Now Doxa is one of those brands I've been really interested to get my hands on because they've got a massive cult following, and I've never as of yet actually got my hands on one, and I'm lucky enough now to actually have one. This has come courtesy of the guys over at Francis Gaye. Gotta thank these guys. You know me mainly as promoting their Zim watches, but I say they do a whole heap of other brands. Obviously Doxa is one of them, so you know they're really worth getting in touch with and having a look. They're really nice guys there. If you contact someone like Ryan or one of the guys, they'll be able to sort you out a deal and get a watch posted out to you, or if you can go in store, even better. Now this is the 600T. Now I'd love to go into all the history of Doxa, but the simple fact is I don't know it all. So I'm not going to lie to you and say that I'm an expert on them, because I'm not. Basically, this one is a rebirth, I think, of one of their older models they had out before. This is the Aqua colour one. And basically this, I believe, is sort of like in the middle of the range. There's a cheaper one, and then there's this, and then there's like the 300 and 1200 and so forth. But this is a bit more of a newer case design from what I'm used to. I'm always used to the 300 model, that cushion case, where this is a brute. I must admit, it is an absolute brute. It feels heavy. If we get into the sizes of this watch, let's have a look. Now, as I say, Doxa have just had so much history. There you go, 14 mil, just over 14 mil thick, and a really nice 47.6. I think the band is a 20. I say Doxa is one of those brands I've wanted to kind of get hold of. I've read a load of Clyde Cussler books, and the main guy in that, Dirt Pit, always goes on about his Doxa. It's always mentioned in the books. Jacques Cousteau, the famous old diver, he used to always have a Doxa. They did a lot of research into dive. They literally are one of the premier dive watches, I believe. You know, but anyway, this one, what do I actually think of it? Let's zoom in a little bit on that dial. Now there we go. So dial wise, now I must admit I like the contrast with the black hands. They've got plenty of lume on here. There's an amazing variation of colours for this watch. There's an absolute whole host. You can have it a multitude of colours. You can have I believe it's steel insert or aluminium insert, sorry, or a ceramic insert, and different bands. But this one, this is one which caught my eye, and I just think it does look really good. After all, this is the in colour at the moment, isn't it? Now, I say the dial, it's okay. You do have plenty of lume on those hour markers there, and you've got the minute track running around there, date window obviously at the 3 o'clock position there. It's good. I don't know if it really stands out enough. This is why I think the 300T really has it. But it's a very functional dial. It just does what it's supposed to. And I think that's always been the thing with Doxa watches. They've always been, this is what we do, and we just get on with it, no frills. So anyway, we come out here. We have a flat sapphire crystal AR coating on there. As I say, this model here has the ceramic insert. And not only do you have the minute markers going around there, I believe you have a decompression, something to do with the feet you go down and how much time to decompress and all that. I'm not a professional diver, so I'm not going to go into the whole host, exactly what it is. Let's try the action of this bezel. Very snappy, very positive. It's a 120 click, as you can hear. Very solid, tiny bit of back play, but otherwise I would say, yeah, no problem at all. Let's whiz that back round. There we go. And it does line up perfectly. So, case. It is a brute. Let's face it. You look at this and it's a really, really solid feeling watch, I have to say. Now, we do have polishing on these edges, on these bevels there, and we have brushwork going around. One thing, well, I say unfair to say one thing, but I'm really impressed. I like the finish of the end link as it goes into the body of a watch. I feel it's very solid. It looks very precise. It looks like I've done a really nice job of that. And the other thing I have to say, which I really, really like about this watch, is the fact that the crown, you see the crown guards there, you'd be looking at that and think, how on earth am I going to get any purchase of that crown? But what's nice is on the back, as you can see here, it's exposed. So you can easily manipulate that crown. It's still on the screw thread. And there we go, that's popped out. So you have plenty of thread on there. I think that is lovely. I also like the way they've signed it. I think they've done a really nice job of that. Now, it is a screw down crown. As I say, it's a Doxa. You expect that. This is, after all, a 600-meter diver. This is a seriously hardcore watch. So they've really got this, yeah, it's a really fit-for-purpose kind of watch. Solid case back, screw down, the Doxa fish on the back there, all nice. As we come out to, let's zoom out now. Wait 1 second. There we go. As we come round to this bracelet, the bracelet's okay. It's a nicely done bracelet. There's plenty of articulation there, but it's one of these where I'm not sure if I'd prefer this maybe on the rubber strap. I don't know. I'd have to try and see. The clasp wise, it looks great from the front. Its main face there. You've got the Doxa logo and the fish. You do, after all, you also have 3 levels of micro adjustment. It is just a pressed clasp. If you want to get the higher, better quality ones, you have to go up to the 300T. But it works perfectly, and I say it's one of these fit for purpose. It really does work well. After all, I believe this watch only retails round about 13 or 1400, so it's actually not. I don't like to say it's not that expensive, but in the grand scheme of things, yeah, I understand not everyone can just drop that much money on a watch. But there you go. I think it's a lovely watch. But see it on the wrist. I'm wearing a Zim 144 anniversary because I can't take this thing off my wrist because I absolutely love it. Now let's put this on my wrist. Now my wrist size is 7 1/4. There we go. And that's it on my wrist there. So it isn't the size for me, as you can see, but it does look the biz. I'm not going to argue. I think that looks like a great kind of summertime watch there. I should have also pointed out, actually, it houses a Sellita SW200 movement. So tried and trusted, you know, they're solid movements. You can get good accuracy also out of these movements, so you haven't got to worry about that. But there you go. That's my first impressions of the Doxa 600T. So, all right then, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you at the next review. Stay safe out there. Bye.